Hey everyone, talking about Crab Apple Blossom by Clive Christian. The notes in this are apple blossom, green rhubarb, bergamot, sandalwood, and driftwood. Really nice opening that kind of balances like tartness, freshness, bright, and then like aquatic. But it's kind of nice that it's not the typical aquatic that's just such a generic sort of salty slash driftwood thing. Even though this has some common notes, it also pairs them with some much less common ones like apple blossom. Rhubarb is not the most used. It's definitely in a fair amount of stuff, but there's technically no coconut note, but through the opening in the mid, to me, in the background, there's a very much like a coconut type of accord. I saw some other people in Fragrantica say that. As it progresses, there's like a smooth, kind of salty green that floats in from like the aquatic type of sea notes that are in here with the mojito and the rhubarb greenness. The sandalwood comes in much more so in the dry down. I don't get much of that early on, and it's like the creamy kind of sandalwood, not dill or anything like that. Yeah, overall, I think this smells really nice, super appealing, pleasant, fresh, and really high quality take on a fresh scent. Sometimes a lot of fresh scents tend to be kind of more of the cheapy sort, but I only have one critique, but it's a big one. The price. This is $450 for a 50 ml. What? I mean, it's Clive Christian, so yeah, it's going to be ridiculously priced like that. But for me, this is just way, way too steep. And I'm not just saying that just because, a fragrance that's priced at $450 is automatically like that. I mean, yeah, like that's kind of ridiculous, but if there's something, if it was like unique enough and just everything enough that I could honestly say, yeah, like maybe it is fair depending on the quality of the ingredients and stuff, but yeah, this is really pleasant, nice and fresh, but it is not something to the point where I would expect this to be almost $500 for a 50 ml size, which is like half the size of a regular 100 milliliter full size bottle. Good longevity, moderate projection, very unisex, I would say. And yeah, basically just a really nice, kind of pleasant, fresh scent that's a nice take on incorporating some aquatic elements without being kind of the typical full-blown aquatic, and definitely not boring in that sense. But I just don't see a universe in which this smells worth that much money. But some people are totally down to drop that on Clive Christian, so I would recommend sampling it at least if you think it sounds interesting. I'll put a link in the description where you can get a bottle or sample if you want to check it out. And yeah, very pleasant, but very overpriced.